Right?
I'm careful with trying to make recommendations sometimes because I don't think people know how to communicate how big this comic book stuff is. And growing up in the 90s, and you mentioned Miller Year One,
Yep. Yep.
Watchmen. What is something else that inspired you from a comic book standpoint? You're like, man, that one, it may not be people's favorites. It is for me. It's something special for me. Get one of those that you could throw
Well,
out
I
there?
mean, it was it's actually very strange. I don't know if you've ever heard of these. I've probably got an example here. Hold on a second. And I wasn't
James is setting this up, so I'm going to be shocked or surprised. Someone once told me it was like Outsiders number 68 or something, and it was like, what? And like, then they went through the story of the comic book and what had happened
right.
surrounding the comic book. So there, it's just this is the best part of all of this is that we all have these different journeys and experiences.
Yeah,
So
I don't think that you've ever even heard of these. Okay, here we go.
we'll see.
All right.
We'll see. I'll take it.
This is one of the my mom took me down to the thrift store, and there was I don't know what they're called, but it was like it was run by a church, so it was a kind of book. Is it called a depository, or what is it called?
Yeah, we've had those. Yeah.
And they had like a ton of comic books there. And I went in there and I found these Oriental Heroes. Have you ever seen these? This is from Taiwan.
Nope.
Just random
That
stuff.
is
Oriental
so
Heroes.
awesome, though.
Isn't it though? Look at these covers.
That
And
is incredible.
Whenever I was a kid, I found these, and I was just like going crazy about them because it's just kung fu. All of these characters have like their different fighting powers, like the tiger fist.
This is what Shang-Chi was supposed to be like. This is freaking amazing.
Yes, definitely. Like this stuff. It was amazing, and
with no irony, Project Storytime is in our chat. He did this to me where we were on a show and tell, and he pulled up this comic book I had never seen. It's so awesome. So this is something I'm gonna have to track down. Oriental Heroes. Look at the art on that.
Yeah. Oh, and they had like the inside art is it's still impressive. There's just so much action and things going on here. Like some of they've all got like their different kind of fighting abilities.
Right.
It is a bit mature.
Fair enough.
In some places, but just like some of these, like this right here, that's just amazing. Just the style here. Awesome. It's like a mixture, and maybe this is where I'm influenced. This was probably another big influence to me because it's got like this fine art look to it, but it's got like the comic mixed into it.
Oriental Heroes.
Oriental Heroes, and I never finished the series. I don't even know how far it went because I could only get as many books as they had at that at the shop, and I got all of them that they had, and that was it. But on the back, I remember this too. They always showed how he created his covers. So that was really neat to see. And yeah,
like it's like early commentary. That's it's kind of a widespread thing here. So
yeah,
Midtown is that Midtown Comics? Is that who did it?
Let's see. This is Jademan Comics.
Jademan. Here we go. League of Comic Geeks has some information here. So, okay, perfect.
Oriental Heroes. So this is one of the first ones.
1988 to 1993.
Yep. And that's what got me into. I saw this first, and then after that, I directly got into X-Men. And I just went through all the X-Men stuff. X-Men, X-Force, Uncanny X-Men, X-Factor. Just the whole. I went through all of that whole from probably early 90s.
Yeah, me too, Josh. I'm going to try to track some of that down too.
Yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah, so I did a show and tell. I did a show and tell, and he turned me on. I still have this on my desk, Josh. I was actually just showed some. It's the Fuhrer and the Tramp. It turns into what if Charlie Chaplin had a hit put out on him by Hitler? Hitler tried to kill him, and it's this great comedic process. Look at this. It's hysterical.
Look at that.
It's freaking great.
That's awesome.
So we were able to get the creators on with us. We had a little chat. And
nice.
Just such a fun read. So Oriental Heroes. I had no idea. Yeah. I don't even think I've heard of Jademan.
Well, see, somebody else. I was speaking to somebody else, and they pulled up a comic or there was like an illustration. I was like, wow, that really looks like Oriental Heroes from back in the days. And I was like, wait, hold on a second, who's that by? And then they're like Jademan Comics, and I went into my stash. Was like, those are the same people. That makes so much sense now. So yeah, that was my gateway into the comic world. Yeah, and I remember
we
my
could find
mom.
these.
Was it 88? How old was I at the time? 10 years old. I was 10 years old at the time.
He's on eBay. So they're out there. They're not going to be impossible to find. I'll be able to find some. So very cool. Yeah.